True, yeah.
Let's see what the bans are this time around. With Vi and Rumble already making it onto the board, the Varus going to be taken away. Vitality are on blue side and have first pick. So the Drak at the bottom of his screen is going to look normal.
Okay.
Which is always lovely to see.
All I'm saying is we've seen the Jax half of the Jax plank. When do we see the plank half of the Jax plank?
Great question.
I think you're going to have to talk to Freak about that one to get him buffed.
Haven't you heard Vedius over here talking about getting 10 AP to Ari? He's already on a mission.
Yeah, true, actually.
Man's in his DMs, just trying to make things happen. Now the final
good.
ban comes out. That would make a big difference. Nautilus taken away. So they really want to limit simple engage options. The Vi, the Nautilus, Rumble as well. It's been pretty comfortable for Empyros.
Bard? Is that why you banned Nautilus? Probably, right?
Fleshy Bard.
Yeah, I think in general, range supports is usually what you're looking for.
But Nami and Lulu are gone.
Nami and Lulu are gone.
That's why I
there's
was thinking.
Niko, there's Bard. The thing is, Nico's not that bad into Nalt because you can always block the hook with your W. So yeah, I could definitely see Bard being a priority. It could also just be feel like a target ban. Like I'm pretty sure they banned it last game as well.
But if you're going to ban, like, target ban Lospa, I feel like it's Alistar, no? Isn't that just the
I
champ?
think he's better on Nautilus. He's kind of Nautilus Alistar 2 trick, he's felt like. But I do think he's found more success, at least in on the eye test when I've been watching him play on the Nautilus.
All right, well, what's the first pick going to be? Oh, Ryze!
Ryze, not Zach. Crazy.
Shocking to many. I mean, now, Vladi, will we see the Anivia response? I feel like I've been seeing Anivia just... Ryze is picked game 2, then Anivia is then picked in response to the Ryze.
Where's my Cassio?
I feel like, have we seen Vladi play Anivia? I feel like I don't think of Anivia as a Vlad champ at all. Vladi champ.
I don't think so.
But I feel like maybe something like the Cassio instead. It's going to be the Ezreal locked in for upset here.
Okay, wanting a little bit of range. I remember upset. Ezreal used to be his like go-to champ, right? Back in the day.
I think I interviewed him back in 2016 when I was like a little baby caster and I wasn't on the broadcast yet about his Ezreal and Callista specifically back in the 2016 Challenger era.
Yeah, he's a big proponent of the Ezreal for sure. And the Ezreal got buffed. Got a slight scaling buff, so a little bit better now on this patch.
Vladi's only played
the
4
Zaahen
champions so far this year. Azir, Talia, Orianna, and the Ryze.
So he's playing Talia this game then.
So I think he's playing Talia this game, or he's picking something new, which would be exciting.
When is he bringing Victor back?
It was really good. Like
Victor is really good. Definitely his best champion.
I haven't seen it in so long now. For Vitality, they need a jungler. But do they care about getting one now? Looks like the answer is no. They want Karma.
Yeah,
What AD carries can you pair with Caitlyn? Caitlyn Karma?
I mean, Varus is banned actually.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Caitlyn, Jhin. Like Caitlyn, Jhin, Varus, Ezreal are the ones I usually think about when it's with Karma. I think Jhin here makes a lot of sense.
It's also
Because
Carzzy.
it's pretty good into Ezreal. You can always just clear waves and get push up against him. And when you get pushed into Ezreal, you're a happy little butterfly. So then the Ezreal can't land Qs on you, to Q the wave. So I like this Jhin Karma rotation. The only thing is now you really need good frontline and good engage from the top jungle in the 4-5. We'll see what Fnatic decide to answer here. Probably support pick, because otherwise you enter second phase getting pinched.
Hey, yo, Mundo's open. Nako has brought it out twice so far this split.
Oh, Vladi's
Anivia.
first Anivia game.
Okay.
It's crazy how before I feel like when we'd see Anivia and be like, oh, what is this? And now it's like, yeah, Anivia.
You can't see me over here putting on the boxing gloves when this man next to you starts talking about Bat Anivia being a bad.
That's true.
I'll fight him to the death.
We'll see what skin Vladi goes for and if it's Vedi approved or not. As we enter the second phase here, I want to see what Vitality bans. That's sort of the main things I'm looking for. Because I do think they should try to invest in banning some of these supports out. Because this Zaahen is a flex, so it's really hard to target either jungle or top. So if you can try to target Lospa...
Would you ever put a Blitz or a Thresh with an Ez?
Yeah, I mean Thresh, no. But Blitz is decent. The thing with Thresh is like a lot of the reason you're picking Thresh is because the Lantern.
Yeah.
And Ezreal doesn't really care about the Lantern so much. While Blitz has pretty good kill pressure, there's also like Pike if you want to go really
Pike,
crazy. But I think Fnatic should not pick Pike.
I think Pike has...
Why not? Why don't you think they should pick Pike?
It's very hard to execute, and after 15 minutes, you're pretty much a cannon minion. It's the short of it.
Wow. I didn't know you were such a Pike hater.
Well, I love Pike in solo queue, but Pike in competitive, it's hard to win. As we talked about earlier, there's 2 wins to win in competitive, and it's Drakes and Barons, and Pike helps you get the first 1.5 Drake, and then not much else.
Okay. Well, Mundo is going to be banned away. Nako very much targeted in this draft. This time, though, Empyros should get the counter pick, as support is likely going to be locked in. Rakan and Bard, I think, are both fine options. I don't think they're going to give you much lane priority. There's not much you can do here to really match the Jhin plus Karma in the bot lane 2 versus 2. I think of the options listed, Alistar's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, Alistar is decent because he gives sustain. For me, I think Rel is the weakest. I think you either want Alistar, Rakan, or Bard just to give some sustain up against the Karma poke.
Horrible?
The lane is not the greatest, but at level 3, it's pretty rough.
Because like I sit there and think to myself that Karma's just so good at keeping Alistar away. You know, he has to almost always commit his flash.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just clearly comfort, right? Lospa is his 3rd most played champion all time, and it's his 1st most played this year. You said earlier, it felt like he was a Nautilus Alistar 2 trick. This is not just dispelling that initial assumption. So surviving the lane phase feels like an incredibly tall task, and maybe we see a game with the Ezreal also locked in where they just leave bot on an island and go somewhere else.
Bro, we're getting so hyped about this takeover. It's crazy. This is going to be the Cassandra
No. This could not be the second game we cast in a day with Aatrox, Cassandra, Ryze topside into Anivia. Please.
Yep. Yes, it is. Wow, what we learned earlier was that you can get early leads, and then if you flip Baron and then lose it, the game becomes a lot harder to close.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
I mean, we do it twice.
The good news is Nako on the Cassandra isn't playing into a Gnar, which is what we saw in our first series, I believe. Lot didn't do anything that entire Cassandra game. It was rough.
Let's see if things are different.
Okay.
It
Jarvan
is
for Razork.
Nako piloting the Cassandra, remember?
It's true. Don't think that makes it easier to play against Anivia, but maybe it won't come down to that.
I mean, there's a lot of nice tools there from Fnatic. I really prefer their draft this game, as they have Jarvan into 3 immobile champions in the Karma, Jhin, and the Ryze. And they also have a Zaahen in a fine matchup up against the Cassandra, while having a lot of range and a lot of disengage with Alistar, Ezreal, and Anivia. Really, it's quite a severe outdraft, I feel like, but that just makes me think something will go horribly wrong and Vitality will win.
You really have that much faith in Fnatic's draft?
I really like it. I feel like, one, they have so much synergy. Just Ezreal and Anivia, they can both keep range so well. And Jarvan up against the immobile carries, he can play as this kind of non-committal engage. He can just ult the end and then EQ out. There's so little CC on Vitality's lineup that it's really hard to lock anyone down. And most of the CC that there is relies on single target point and click with either Humanoid or Fleshy. They do have winning lanes, like Ryze can get push, and Carzzy and Fleshy will get push as well. So
that was going to be my counter argument, that Vitality have just winning lanes.
But if we skip the lane phase, anything could happen. Let's go, game 2. I agree with your comp analysis, Jack, but I too am concerned about the laning phase.
Because this is the other thing, like, Drakos, have you still got that graphic?
Which one?
The early game stats one.
The Nako one? Do we want to talk about that?
No.
The
Fnatic early game
this
stats one. I mean, it's not updated, right?
We have to wait for Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've already had your break, because now we're getting into game. But reminder that coming into this series, Fnatic were 12th in every early game metric.
They do now have a first dragon.
That's true. They're still 12th, but the number is no longer 0.
So this comes back to my early game concerns, Jack, which is that, sure, in terms of their comp later on into the game, I see the vision that you're trying to sell me.
Yeah.
My concern comes from the early laning phase, where right now I feel Ryze should be able to get the push against Anivia early on. Jhin Karma feels horrible for Alistar Ezreal to play into. And then top lane's whatever. Unless Nako does his Nako thing.
I mean, the thing is, Ezreal can farm with Qs.
True.
But it is going to be rough. I do want to poke your mind, though, Vedi. What do we think about this Anivia skin this game? Is it approved?
It's one of the best Anivia skins. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can we show mid lane just to show the skin?
Look, it's Eagle Anivia.
You've been spending too much time with Jat. What
Wait, let me just get this straight. So Anivia, you were so mad that she was a bat.
Correct.
But she can be an eagle, and that's fine.
Yeah, because she's still under the bird family. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's the fact that it's a mammal that upsets you.
What? Is a bat a mammal? Excuse me?
You did.
Is a bat really a mammal?
What is going on with the Welsh education system? You didn't know this?
A bat is a mammal?
Yes.
I feel like you're lying to me.
Or I'm being gaslit right now. One of us is being gaslit. Production, can we confirm?
I think it's a mammal, no?
It's a mammal. It has to be. Production, we're going to need confirmation because bot lane is 2v2ing already. Razork on the way down. A Jarvan classic. The early gank to the bottom side. Hoping to force the flash. Just anybody Razork with first blood.
Just go back to the tried and true Fnatic gank bot lane. The flash committed from Lospa. The wave is in a good spot. They get first blood. Fnatic is on the board.
And where's your early game, Betty? All you needed is a little gank, and that solves all the problems for Fnatic here. As Upset picks up an assist, he has the wave in a very nice spot, and he's going to build the CS lead for himself. Razork gets the first blood, so he feels nicely about that investment, even though he's really delayed in the jungle clear. Oh, Nako.
I mean, the downside for Razork is that a lot of time was spent making this play happen. He does a full bot side clear into a heavy commit bot. Lospa with a nice flash, pulverize into knockback, and then Razork with the follow-up and predicts the flash.
Okay. That was nice.
Impressive from Razork. I feel like we forgot how good he is.
Good job, Eva. That was sexy.
Players love using
second
sexy.
time today.
Sexy. That's almost as crazy as the fact that you didn't know bats were mammals, which confirmed by production, they're mammals. Wow. I don't know why I second guessed myself. They don't lay eggs. You thought they were bat eggs?
I don't know. Hang on a minute.
Razork may have to
got it.
Already got it. Uh-oh, Razork now is definitely in trouble. That's the Q3 going in. Nice stun going from Vladi, but leaves his jungler. Oh. Now Lyncas gets the kill back.
And all Razork needed was half a second more to be able to flag and drag out, but that's the cost he paid for that bot gank in using the flash. Humanoid and Lyncas both flashing to get that kill, and Lyncas got the red buff as well, so Razork is probably second guessing if that bot lane gank was actually worth it.
Well, I think that for his bot lane, it definitely feels worth it, but Lyncas now getting a bit of an edge over his jungle counterpart as he's gone back to full clearing through the jungle. Razork will have to go to bot crab and get that. Fortunately, his bot camps are spawning those Krugs. Yet to be taken, though, so he is going to be behind on clearing those camps.
He is Nako Q3 ready to go. Empyros still doing much better in the 1v1 than he was in the first game. Of course, it was complete and total domination from Nako. Really the most important kind of defining lane for that game, as his lead was, just in case you missed it, yeah.
1,000 gold lead at 14. Definitely won't be repeating that this game. And one might even question the thought of Vitality to put Nako on a K'Sante pick after that first game.
I mean, let's not forget that on this K'Sante pick, he did solo kill Mirwin twice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's he is just a pretty well-rounded top laner, I feel. We'll see what impact he can have, because Razork, he was able to get something back. I believe he did steal away those Raptors on the bot side, moving now back into his bot side jungle. Of course, there is still a 300 gold difference that's coming off the back of that kill that Lyncas was able to get onto Razork in the enemy jungle. 5 minutes in, 1-to-1 in kills. Dragon is now alive. And it is in this early portion that we start to see these junglers selling their sights on it. You can see neither one of them having their upgraded smite just yet, but naturally getting very close to that point.
You can see, though, the real reward of Razork's early gank was this bot lane. The fact that Upset is still equal in CS, even a little bit ahead, really goes against what we were worried about with this Jhin and Karma. Really good damage from Vladi here.
Oh, up E-auto, Vladi!
Vladi finds a solo kill, and life is being spurred on into Fnatic. Lyncas, though, is here.
Have a pulverized combo. Lyncas waiting in the brush, anticipated this moment. Lospa gonna fall.
A beautiful bait by Vitality there. They bait Lospa in by walking up. He thinks it's a good combo, but Lyncas is sitting behind. He ends up falling. A kill over to Carzzy. Still, though, really good solo kill by Vladi. And as you said, Vedi, finally feels like we have some life in this Fnatic lineup.
I mean, it's one of those things where every time Fnatic gets something, Lyncas is getting something back for Vitality. He finds a punish in the enemy jungle. He finds a gank in the bottom lane. 1-0 the scoreline. He gives the kill over to Carzzy as well. Vitality going toe-to-toe with Fnatic in this early game at the very least.
Yeah, and a big blow up from Lyncas, right? Game 1 against MCoy, he felt like a demon. Game 2, he felt a little bit lost on the map, a little bit dizzy. This game, despite Aatrox not being the greatest ganker in the world, has been where he's needed to be 2 times now. 100% kill participation is Nako now going all out onto Empyros, but not confident enough to push for the dive as Fnatic trying to grab their second first strike of LEC Versus. And it's a good look and it's a good start. And I'm going to be honest, nothing has given me more hope for Fnatic than a level 3 Razork gank with mechanical skill expression and Vladi solo kill on a control mage.
Yeah,
and first dragon.
We've been waiting for Vladi to show up this split, and this could be very well the start of it. Getting a solo kill onto Humanoid is massive in the matchup. Getting accelerated is always a nice thing to be when you are this mana stacking champion. Tier very much on its way, pretty much identical with that of Humanoid. Now the Grubs, 30 seconds away. Both junglers on the bottom side of the rift. Could mean that they're looking for a play, but look at all this vision that's littered around here. You can see wards pretty much absolutely everywhere for Fnatic into these entrances, while Vitality themselves try to control the Tri-Brush. Lospa using this vision control to look for a roam up to mid. Flash is available on Humanoid as he moves into the fog of war himself. Keep your eyes on that top side of the rift. Has the Realm Warp available.
Spots out the red buff for Razork. And now we're going to look to clear down this pink ward in the Tri-Bush. As Razork and Vladi wants to try to invade this red buff here. And you can see Lyncas, I think, knows it because he's just immediately running up to the Grubs. And he's going to look to steal those away.
Good read on the situation from Lyncas, as you highlighted. Moving up immediately to take Grubs. Doesn't stop the red buff from getting taken, but perhaps he can steal one back and return the dive. On the other hand, something that has to be respected. These mobile champions. Flash already burned from Carzzy. Fleshy's flash burned as well. Now, again, the re-engage is here. They know Carzzy is locked up. Happy to pick that kill. Donated to Razork. Not a single member of Fnatic will fall.
And I love this.
Oh, never mind. Lospa died. Sorry.
Wait, how did he die?
Took aggro on the way out, I guess.
Oh, wait,
Well,
but he should... What? He should not have died.
Well, he did. That's
He
his
did.
body. Thank you, observers.
Yeah, just...
That was a 1-for-1, and that
Okay.
is surprising.
That is surprising, but I want to just still compliment Fnatic, even though I got a bit stun-locked there. Like, a really good proactivity by them. They go for the red buff invade, and they realize that Lyncas has realized that they've gone for the red buff invade, and that he's going to go for the Grubs, so they know that they have a numbers advantage to actually dive them on bot lane. They force both flashes, and then they kill them. Now we watch the replay here. I love Fnatic's execution. They force both flashes. Lospa knows Carzzy's going to flash, so he doesn't Q right after the W. And then he gets the pulverize, and then
The minion. Razork walks out of range.
oh my god.
Ooh. I
That's
guess he thought that the minion would get in range of the tower so that he wouldn't actually get the aggro, but
Maybe Razork could have tagged one more as well. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just a oopsie.
it
Just
was a bit of an oopsie.
And in a early game where you've been this proactive, you're allowed to have oopsies, which is good news for Fnatic.
Absolutely.
I mean, Fnatic supports are no strangers to oopsies,
That's true.
following the Hillesheim roots.
Yeah.
The Mickey route.
Yeah, Mickey route. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's... I mean, and Jhin had his fair share of oopsies too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Maybe that's what you need to be good support, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
I've seen Medic play. That lines up.
2 minutes now until the Infernal Dragon. Nako. He does have a 20 CS lead, by the way.
Yeah, we looked away. It seems like everyone fist fighting on the rest of the map really gave him some time to do what he wants. Ooh. Upset. Nice little read on the Q.
I need to know what
You
they're
don't-
feeding Nako. Like, how does he keep doing it? He's just so consistent.
He's doing a thing again.
He's going all out. Empyros now unstoppable, but unfortunately the animation is so long on that ability that Nako got the read, hits him with the empowered Pathmaker.
I
However,
think that wave is really bad for Empyros as well. You've just lost your flash. The wave is pushing against you. Look, the insta-recall from Nako knowing that the wave is in a good spot for him. He has the TP. Will he commit it?
The thing is,
Looks like he's going to.
if that Q3 hit from Nako,
Oh, that was a kill.
that was a solo kill.
Yeah.
Just this pressure. I mean, you saw Nako when he's up against the tank, he's stomping them in lane. Now he's playing the tank, and he's stomping you in lane. Really incredible performance from Nako in the series.
definitely true. Fnatic trying to fight back by continuing to go bot. Again, this is kind of what we wanted to see. Wave being cleared very quickly by Vitality. The Razork already here. They know that there's no flash available. Lospa locking them all in now. Lospa might be in trouble. He is going to fall, but they're going to get 2 back in return, and that's still very big in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, a worthwhile dive from Fnatic as they continue to attack the bottom lane. This is the Fnatic from last year. This is the Fnatic that was able to get 3rd place twice and spring in 4th. They invested into Upset. They gave him the resources. The only downside is that Upset's not getting the kills, but at least Vladi is.
Yes, and a team team that always seems to find its way back is Vitality trying to make a play of their own on the top side, looking to lock up Empyros before he can get that passive down, and they will succeed.
I mean, it's the Fnatic we know and love, but Vitality are firing back on the top side, and Lyncas seems to be matching Razork pound for pound, as Razork is going to be able to pick up this Drake, and it's 2 dragons now for Fnatic, which feels great. But again, Nako is becoming that raid boss that he was in that game 1, with now a 1,000 gold lead built up at 12 minutes.
Is he getting the tower as well? Like, is that the trade they're making, tower for dragon? I can't imagine that Casante's killing this top tower particularly quickly.
He also didn't go
okay.
Iceborne, so he doesn't even have the Sheen proc to accelerate the process.
It's going to be a Hextech Soul.
He's going to tickle it. Nope, he's not even going to take time to hit it.
Oh, he got a bit of
he
tower
has
aggro.
Thornmail, so he gets tower aggro whenever.
Yeah. But he will get this plate, I think. Yep.
Yeah, 4 plates.
Money in the bank.
Wow.
1.2k gold lead for him.
I mean, he doesn't beat his previous PR last game of 2k, but still.
Kind of slacking, if you ask me. Yeah, only a meager 1.1k gold lead.
Definitely feels like a bit of a privileged position to be evaluating on how big the gold lead is.
Well, now,
on the bright side, Empyros beating his personal record against Nako thus far in the series.
There's always a bright side, huh?
Yep, there is. Carzzy finishing the Storm Razor. Upset still lagging behind a bit as he did have to stop off for the tier and also doesn't have a coal of his own. But the Trinity Force is going to be a big spike. Roa completed for both mid laners, and Vladi is... We'll see what he can do in the coming fight. 2-0-1, good spot to be. Fnatic, they live in this bottom side. This time, though, Vitality ready to match a little bit more firepower of their own. Realm Warp not available for Humanoid as he's spotted on the flank by Upset.
I like this contest, though, from Fnatic, not being afraid of fighting for the red buff. Razork, though, getting caught out.
Nice interrupt on the Flag and Drag as Lyncas is debating if they want to start this fight. Fleshy just continuing to poke Humanoid off the side. They're going to get the ulti at the very least out from Lospa in exchange for Carzzy's ulti.
Lospa's ulti lasting long enough to help him walk away to safety. Burning that tool to protect Razork as he makes his way out.
It was Lyncas that got the red buff at the end of that play. But you can see that. Oh. Now Lyncas wants to keep it going, try to get enemy red buff as well. And Lospa is coming though with the Hextech portals. He's very fast.
Nako gonna get this top lane tier 1 in the meantime, making it that much easier. Level 12 to level 10. Goes gonna take over to level 11.
Yeah, he's nearly got the 2k gold lead.
To be careful. He's slowly getting back on schedule, albeit slightly delayed, as he works towards an Iceborne Gauntlet second. So a nearly infinite amount of armor, which for everyone but Vladi is going to be infuriating to play against.
It's 2-level lead, nearly 2k gold, and just the traits are unwinnable for Empyros. Empyros doesn't even have Triforce yet. And Nako is on the precipice of 2 items.
I think the only good news for Empyros, never mind, there's no good news. He's getting Pathmaker. He's absolutely just... Oh, Nako can't quite get in range.
You diving that?
Not once he's gone out. He's too squishy.
I think he knew that if he went, he could potentially be collapsed on a trade 1-for-1.
I don't think he cares.
He does a lot of damage to towers now. Nako,
this is like, I am speechless. How is he building such a big individual lead? This is a crazy gap.
47, yeah, it's a diffy in the tiffy, no doubt about that. It's definitely a bit of a rough one. And something that Fnatic are trying to balance out, but Carzzy, despite all the dives that have gone down on the bottom side, only Vladi has a gold lead compared to his laning opposition.
Well, Dragon a minute 40 away.
Soul point for Fnatic to get it, and it's Hextech Soul.
Yeah, and Jack, you're the AD carry main, right?
Yeah.
You've probably played a lot of Ezreal.
Yeah.
How many Qs do you reckon it'll take to kill Nako? All of them?
Is Nako allowed to use spells and move?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Okay, what if he's not allowed to use spells?
He's not using spells, maybe like 40.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But if he's using spells and then he dodges, I mean, then it's a little harder, right?
I see.
That doesn't sound good.
Soloing the Herald.
Yeah, he is. Just another Tuesday for him.
Lyncas was complaining in the Zin game that he had to do too much, and Nako was not hearing it in
I
this
can
game.
jungle a bit. It's
yeah,
all right.
Fine, I'll jungle a bit. You need a base check. All right, I got you.
Well, it is Fnatic with good control around the Dragon as the Herald is secured. Of course, they gave the Herald to Nako. I mean, who else would you give it to, right? I mean, powers belong to him.
He's the CEO.
Yeah.
He comes in the room, you just laugh. Whatever his joke is, you laugh.
Vladi clearing out that bot wave. Lyncas, oh, he's speedy, heading towards Razork, but this is where the value of Anivia really starts to shine. Controlling these spaces later into the game makes it much harder for this composition to play, and ultimately we're at the point that Jack was so enthusiastic about when it came to Fnatic's composition.
Yeah, but okay, well, I wasn't expecting top lane to look like this. I thought Empyros would be the one winning into the tank. But now it's...
Well, come on, start. Let's talk about the comp. The Fnatic, the good things, the good things.
The good things is they have a lot of range,
yeah,
and they have a lot of disengage, and they can really slow down Vitality and fight them back. The problem is they're up against a brick wall in Nako that will just ignore all of that and click forward and not take any damage.
But right now, he's showing some respect.
Okay, I'm counting. We've hit 1 Q out of the 40 necessary.
Oh.
That's an auto.
The HP bar is still full.
Still full. Well, Nako gonna
He's
drop
dropping
the
the
herald so he can ride into the team. That's psychotic. Nako now looks for the Pathmaker, manages to connect on 2. May just go out as Lospa looks for a bit of a disengage. Nako going out though means he's a little bit more vulnerable. Upset retreating. Nako effectively unkillable as the curtain call now comes out as well. Vladi, someone needs to body block the egg coming in at the very least. Fleshy now riding into the entire team. Empyros reviving. It's absolute chaos, but it's chaos that looks like it's favoring Vitality or not. They're turning back. Upset starting to take over, but he's running out of mana.
It's the revives from Fnatic with the Zaahen and the Anivia that buy them so much time to actually play the team fight.
Nobody died?
Nobody died. As Jack was saying, Fnatic, they did burn the egg, they did burn the regen.
Oh, Nako.
Nako, the raid boss is back and he's back to full HP.
Fnatic, can they even get this one? Vladi, off to the side, isolating Carzzy. Carzzy's about to get taken out. Nako's going to try to solo the entire team as he and Lyncas go back to back. Carzzy may have given his life, but perhaps they can take this one down. In the end, they manage to steal away the Drake. Lyncas clutch on the spite as Empyros starts to run for the hills. Lospa trying to turn, trying to take them out. An arcane shift just in time to get upset over the walls. He wants to poke back, he wants to finish the kills, but Humanoids arrive to the party, and Fnatic gonna have to walk away. They don't get the Drake, but they do kill Carzzy.
The Anivia doing so much work in the river there, finding the kill onto Carzzy, slowing Nako and Lyncas down and stopping them from following up on anything else. The Dragon ends up going the way of Vitality, but Fnatic using their range to devastating effect.
Yeah, Vladi having a really good game, finding Carzzy, already had a flash blown from an earlier fight, and getting him down and one-shotting him, but Nako is just so damn unkillable. They're able to take down Razork. Lyncas smites the Dragon to pick it up, and you just see Nako is tanking Ezreal Q, Ezreal auto, Ezreal Q, as Nako is tanking everybody, still fighting in mid lane. And Lospa's dead.
Forced out. Lospa is about to run away on the Unbreakable Will as that fades. You don't even have to wait for it to fade. They just do enough damage to finish the kill. Now mid lane tower exposed. They'll knock down the tier 1 as well.
I mean, Lospa is Nako is a one-man army in this game. Absolutely carrying Vitality through the finish line. Man, what a performance.
It's Vitality now looking to get this standing gold on the outer towers. The bot one is finally going to fall as Humanoid will pick up that gold. Vladi doing his best to cross-map by pushing on towards that top tier 1. But it looks like he's not going to be quick enough to secure it. The raid boss has made his way back to his home in the top lane. Yeah, I mean, that tower is still pretty damn healthy. Vitality holding on to a 4.3k gold lead.
Okay, and I will say, we brought this up when we talked about comps and based on the game where we saw this exact same topside play against Anivia. If Nako doesn't find a flank, Vladi can't just like drop a wall or an ult and suddenly, literally, Cassante can actually just can't do anything.
That's true. Also, I just want to say it's so funny. You guys talked about how it was the same top side, but this time you guys were like, it's Nako and Cassante. And I think it was you, Drakos, who said, well, it doesn't mean anything. It's Cassante against this comp. He can't do anything. He can do something.
Okay. What do you want? I don't expect it to literally like turn into Thanos, bro. I don't know what you want from me. How am I supposed to predict this?
Well, he's Thanos. He didn't turn into anything. He just is.
Okay. You were also very surprised and impressed by the lead, Mr. Spectre.
I am. I am mind blown.
Andrew Day is my lawyer. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, he's a flip-flopper. He reminds me of Raz. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know how that'll hold up in court, but thank you, lawyer.
I can already see Raz tweeting at me right now. How dare
Raz
you?
is a flip-flopper.
I ain't no
professional
flip-flopper.
flip-flopper.
Uh-oh, Razork. Uh-oh, Razork.
Isolated. Nako find a flank. That might not be all he needs. Pulled back into the team. No time to flag.
That's a Baron.
Or drag.
Oh, it's a Baron, isn't it?
It's a Baron.
21
Vitality.
minutes.
We'll start it up. No jungler from Fnatic. They're gonna have to try to contest the 4v5. Empyros has the TP.
If Vladi was going to clutch up, now's the time to do it. The wall is so powerful in this Baron pit.
They use the ult, trying to have a bit more space. Empyros on the way in. Lospa goes for an initial combo, but things are looking tough. Lospa's ult already burned, and Humanoid just sprinting into the back line. Carzzy zoning, objective getting lower and lower, but again, you highlighted it. No jungler here. Resistances are shredded. Lospa going in, hoping to find Carzzy. It should be a quick kill onto him as his health bar just completely shredded, but the Baron is already dropped, and Humanoid completely untouched, allowed now to do whatever he wants. As Empyros also able to escape. The fight not too bad for Fnatic, but they've lost the Baron.
They can get some kills. It's still worth it. Here comes
Combo for
Razork.
Lospa. Follow up there. Lyncas able to snipe one on the way out as Nako might finally fall. 40 Qs came through. A little bit of ice as well to seal the deal.
I mean, it's a shutdown, and it's an important one. But Vitality walk away with the Baron. You can see in the top left of your screen, the Baron power play so far for Vitality in the negatives. Fnatic taking every single kill that they can get to stall for longer, to hopefully bounce back in this game.
And it starts off with Nako finding the pick onto Razork. He gets the W, walks around him and gets the ulti, which allows him to start this Nash. And Fnatic, they're not able to really connect the damage before the Nash gets chunked like they'd really want to. Like, Vitality are able to continue keeping it going without Fnatic finding the poke. And then they do the re-engage. Lospa gets onto Carzzy, but Empyros ends up getting so chunked in the backline that he's not able to continue chasing them. And it's really, Fnatic are on the precipice of getting so many more kills. They could have gotten Humanoid, they could have gotten more.
Fleshy,
Now Razork flashing
drag,
in.
immediate take, Cataclysm to follow. Fleshy should just be dead. Pullback from Empyros is there. Dark and Glaive connecting as Lyncas not going to have an angle to keep the fight going. Quick support pick, but it just kind of slows the Baron, I guess?
I mean, they'll take it. I mean, when you're this far behind, they're looking for more picks. They think they found Lyncas, but not quite.
And Dragon spawning, that's the big prize there for Fleshy's kill.
Vladi versus Humanoid off the side lane. Flat forward with the stun, looking for another solo. Bolo has him locked down in the ice. Shutdown for Vladi. But Nako and Lyncas now ready to go back-to-back. 2v4 in the pit. Bringing Razork back over before dunking him down with the Q3. It's an absolute catastrophe. No way. Upset running. Nako and Lyncas refusing to die as the smite goes in their favor. The Darkened Glaive losing out to the Darkened Blade, and certainly to the blades of Nako. Lyncas making a montage. The whole team being pushed back. Another kill there for Nako. The extended fight just continues to favor them as they run Fnatic down.
Is there anything Nako cannot do? He gets Razork out of the pit and secures another Drake for Vitality when it looked so dire for them. And not just that, him and Lyncas are unkillable in these team fights. As Carzzy nearly gets a bit too excited again, but it's fine.
They'll take the tower, they'll take the dragon. Vitality are taking Fnatic apart. Fnatic last year consistently fought for the top 4, and now they're looking to get eliminated in playoffs against Vitality.
It's a 4 versus 2. Like, how are they able to pull this off? Nako's able to take him over the wall, and then at that point, Carzzy can join with the ultimate. Even though Vladi TP's in, it's too little too late, and the rest of Fnatic are just left running. I can't believe this carry from Nako.
Nako is giving a new definition to the term raid boss in League, as he is just putting Vitality on his back. Lyncas, his partner in crime, right there next to him.
Lyncas, that was aura, by the way. That was aura. I'm going. Look, I sniped.
Absolutely
it was. Kind of aura. The flash Q was...
It's important, like, a lot of credit, of course, to Nako, but Lyncas right by his side. Level 15, 5-0-4 scoreline, right next to him.
This is your nightmare. A Fed, Aatrox, and Cassante.
Absolutely.
It's like they shouldn't be on the same
what
game.
fresh hell is 2026 cooked up for the bottom side of the map?
You can have 2 Fed top laners now?
One is unkillable in the sense that he takes no damage. The other is unkillable in the sense that he heals all of the damage that is dealt to him.
Bro, it's the full tank Cassante that's done the most damage to champions. Like, have we seen this before?
Right. That's a riot in all caps right now. Should have played safe, bro.
Yeah.
Just kite him, bro.
It's
fine.
just kite him, bro.
2 second cooldown on all his abilities. Just kite him, man. It's fine. Regardless, again, silver linings, bronze linings, iron linings, whatever we want to call it for Fnatic. We've seen what a good fight can look like. It just feels like it's getting further and further away. Also, no one has built healing reduction and they have no ignites. And it's a lot to ask someone to spend 800 gold on a healing reduction item, but it's really important.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can see that Upset does do some damage.
I was surprised there that Upset was the one who dashed over the wall and not Razork. Felt like a bit of a role reversal there. But as you say, Vedi, Upset does have a lot of damage. It's hard to make that damage stick and actually finish off the tanky frontline of Vitality with Nako and Lyncas. But Vladi has also had a really stellar game, and it would feel so tragic for Fnatic after such a good early game to lose this, especially like this.
I mean, they've had some hero plays. We've seen Vladi solo kill Humanoid twice this game now. He also caught Carzzy out in the river. He's been playing the Anivia well, but unfortunately it's just not enough when Nako and Lyncas are staring him down. The GA finished on this Aatrox, just adding insult to injury, giving him so much more survivability. And for Fnatic, I think many fans didn't have high expectations of them coming into this year with the changes that they made, but for them to be knocked out like this, I mean, it's going to be a disappointment to many, and especially the players on Fnatic.
Yeah, especially when we finally seen some of the things we were waiting to see for so long. This level of proficiency from Vladi playing to the bot side to such an extreme degree. Razork really ganks. Ultimately, not enough, or at least has not been thus far.
And especially to all the fans who came out here today, supported the players. You really want to see them pick up a win and bounce back and show that this new roster that they made for 2026 can be a success.
No, I mean, shout out to the Fnatic fans. They've brought nothing but energy today, trying to cheer the boys on. Of course, the game not over yet. We've seen games thrown with bigger leads than this before.
That's true.
I mean,
pretty sure we saw Giant throw exactly a 6 or 7k gold lead just earlier today.
that we have. Now, the Baron is up. Can Razork maybe find a steal? Maybe a pick is all they need. That could be enough. Vitality setting up shop in Fnatic's topside jungle.
A little bit of split pressure coming out from Empyros in the bottom lane. Matched somewhat by the split from Humanoid.
Turn their attention to Dragon.
The tower picked up at the very least. Somewhat mitigating the lead is lots of poke onto Lyncas. Nako though now in melee range. Absolute nightmare territory for Fnatic. Someone put the wall down to keep this man out of their backline. They failed to do so. He's going to kill everybody. They let Nako into the backline. They're trying to run. He's killed Upset already. You can't let this man near your team. He's going to take you down. Razork running.
Oh no, it's a huge mistake by Upset. He eased forward and Pale flashes over the wall. And with that, it's going to be the Baron Nashor for Vitality. And you have to feel for him. He wanted to play aggressive. He wanted to pressure Vitality and get some damage on the front line, but it's going to cost him everything.
He's pushed into the wall. He's getting pulled all the way through. He has Grim Deliverance, but there's just a Karma waiting on the side of the wall. This might not work out so well.
I mean, Nako all game has been using his special passive Walk Ominously as he has just approached the enemy at every opportunity. Steadfast, unperturbed. As he's
going in on that. He's not done.
Why wouldn't he? He's going to continue to walk ominously towards Fnatic.
Vladi's figured out the counterplay, though. You just drop a wall on him.
That'll slow him down, but for how long? Level 17 on the K'Sante. The Dragon started off. This won't be sold, but it'll be 3-4 Vitality. And it feels like that this game is done and dusted. Fnatic will need a miracle to turn this game around. But for Vitality, they're looking to make their way through the lower bracket.
Tragic game for Fnatic. Was in their hands. They got the first 2 Drakes. But Nako and Lyncas put on an absolute clinic. And it really, really carried Vitality.
A great bounce back after that game 2 versus Koi, which left, you know, that kind of the sour taste in your mouth. Felt like Vitality playing short of where we had them in terms of expectations. Now we'll see how far they can go in the lower bracket. But of course, the job's not done. Still need to play it clean here with the lead that they have. 4 minutes till Soul is on the board and 2 minutes left of Baron and Powered minion waves as Vitality looks set to play across all 3 lanes on the map.
It's being pushed in. Power gonna fall. This Baron should be enough for Vitality to break into the base. Look at bot lane, look at bot lane. Yup, there he is.
Thank you, observers. That's the Ray boss. He's running out of mana.
But he's got 3 cannons, absolutely demolishing this tower. That bot inhib tower is nearly already gone.
Vladi doing what he can. Lost with the Hex Flash. Rutro. They saw him. He's pulled back. He's trying to get tricky with it. A little bit of poke down onto Lyncas. Pushback is there. Unbreakable will down. Razork and the rest of the team feel like they have to fight this one. Nako splits the entire team. They've been now caught in the Thunderdome. That's Grim Deliverance. Carzzy gonna get taken down, but Nako in the midst of the entire pit. And they're taking him down! Great boss down! World first! Someone call Method. Someone call Echo. They killed Nako.
They also got Carzzy, but Humanoid is split pushing in the top lane. Tower is still going to fall. Fnatic, again, they tried to find something.
Realm Warp. Flag and drag. Red buff slow, keeping him going. The smite as well. Razork might die to keep this play moving. Flag and drag. Razork onto the wrong side of that. That was not what he wanted at all.
Way too deep.
Bit of a slow from Vladi. Vladi is killing everybody.
Upset.
Moving. Upset. Qs need to connect.
Fleshy's here as well to assist.
This is a high stakes game. TP coming in from behind. It's Empyros on the way. He doesn't have ulti. He does have flash. Ezreal across the team. Lyncas burning. Lospa's here, actually. I take it back. It's not Empyros. Lospa died.
I thought that he had his ulti at least, but it's still 5 seconds away.
Empyros is bot. That's my bad.
Oh my god, every time something is happening somewhere on the Rift, Fnatic haven't quite given up just yet. They're still finding these fights. They're still finding ways to challenge Vitality where they can. The goal is not decreasing, but they're doing everything that they can to stay in this game.
This is the most zoomer game of League of Legends I've seen in my entire life. We might as well be watching Subway servers on a second monitor right now.
We're using the Hex Gates. Nako.
The raid boss is back.
Empyros gonna ult to go away and over, but Nako is already waiting. Oh my gosh, he does just pull him back. Delete him.
And with that, it's 4 versus 5 now. An exposed inhibitor in top lane. Vitality have the mid wave. They're gonna look to try to make the most out of it.
That's big damage on Nako. Nako's still all out. Oh, it fades just in the nick of time. See, that's the nerf, guys. He can't cancel that anymore. So when he turns squishy, you have 20 seconds where he can kill you, but you can also kill him.
I mean, I'm constantly trying to find bright sides for Fnatic, and hey, that's 4 items and a QSS now finished for Upset. The Void Staff completed for Vladi. Every kill that they get is a shutdown, which is a huge investment of gold. I mean, to be fair to Fnatic, they haven't lost an inhibitor just yet. They're still in this game, Drakos. I gotta give hope to the fans here at the audience.
I understand. They've been fertilizing the crops, and now they're ready to reap what they've sown.
Absolutely. I agree. This Nako guy is indeed quite good.
Now, Hextech Drake spawning in 50 seconds. That would be the nail in the coffin for Fnatic if Vitality was able to pick up their 4 and secure that Hextech Soul. So you see Fnatic, they know it. They want to get full priority here. Force Vitality out, get full control of this dragon, and get a good team fight.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how much damage Upset can do to Nako. Okay.
Oh, who's taking more damage?
Yeah.
Again, no healing reduction.
Oh dear. Razork, you gotta be careful.
Fnatic are grouped. Oh my god. This is so tense. Empyros is losing the trade to the jungler. That's not a good start. Vladi just trying to clear the mid wave. Nako is just running at them menacingly, and as we've learned, that's enough. The curtains have been called. Oh, they put Nako on the wrong side of the wall, and now they're all going to die. No, the punt back from Lospa is good. Initial knockup now unstoppable as he tries to isolate Empyros to delete him, and it's pretty effortless because Lyncas is running straight into Upset. Razork going to fall here with the G8. Doesn't even get the Cataclysm off even as the dash comes through. Lospa now falling. Upset isolated as it's Humanoid on the back line out of nowhere to finish that kill. Vladi running for his life. The wall not going to be enough because the Realm War bringing the rest of the team in. Lyncas 1Q, 2, looking for 3. Doesn't even get the time to do it. The rest of the team going to ensure the kill is secured. Razork going to die to the minions in the Karma queue.
And Fnatic were not able to take down Lyncas. The lack of anti-heal finally cost them in the end, as Lyncas and Nako have been absolute raid bosses in this game. They're going to secure Vitality, the 2-0 in this series here today.
Incredible stuff for Vitality. Fnatic glimmers of hope in this early game, but Vitality winning out across the board, top and jungle, taking over the map.